The unfair status of women and men has always been an issue in China. So our group is going to analyze the development of women's status in China from how women were highly respected in ancient times to society depriving their rights in modern times to fighting for the rights they own in the present. We start with the Paleolithic age when Chinese women had a very high status because of childbearing and household, as well as their decisive role in agriculture and economy. This is noteworthy because there is evidence that even in the Paleolithic age, women enjoyed a dominant and highly respected role in society. After China entered the imperial time, from the Qing to the Tang dynasty, women enjoyed equal status with men on social and legal basis. Yin Shenyang's reform emphasized that laws do not discriminate against anyone. A woman could initiate a divorce and engage in any type of work, which entailed gender equality and female independence. However, from the Song to the Ming Dynasty, the social status of women changed. Agriculture improved with new farming tools to be operated by men, who became breadwinners and women homemakers. Also, the society began to promote Confucianism, which advocated the three obediences and four virtues for women. The era of patriarchy took shape. During the Qing dynasty, the society reached the peak of feudalism. Contrary to the past, women could neither ask for divorce nor remarriage. Yet, wealthy men had concubines to improve their status. In a society where men indulged in pleasure and women were required to protect their virginity, many women committed suicide after being violated. The cruelest custom through binding was spread after the Ming dynasty. Girls bound their feet tightly to prevent growth, which caused the feet to be deformed and immobile. But society regarded these lotus feet as a kind of beauty. In addition, female slavery increased. Women became commodity and their prices increased if the feet were bound. In the novel The Joy Luck Club, the destiny of Aunt May's mother represents what happened to the women in the early 20th century. Widows who remarried and became concubines were considered outcasts. In an educational system being based on Confucianism and female obedience, I may have been brainwashed like most girls if I had been born at that time.
In the 19th century, Western ways of thinking impacted traditional Chinese thought by developing a feminist consciousness. The 1898 100 Days Reform prompted Chinese to question the concept of gender inequality. Although the reform failed, it played an important role in the development of Chinese culture and thought. In 1911, when the Xinhai Revolution overthrew the Qing government, influential thinkers advocated better education for women and participation in nation building. The success of the revolution led to the emancipation of the people and the abolition of Confucianism, foot binding, and the maid system. During World War II, the brutality of Japanese troops deepened Chinese women's nationalism, fueling their demands for personal, political, civil rights, and for representation. Vast numbers enrolled in auxiliary assistance and armed resistance movements, which contributed greatly to the country. The marriage law enacted after World War II outlawed bigamy, concubinage, child betrothal, interference in widow remarriage, and compelling someone to marry against their will. In addition, the Women's Rights Protection Law guaranteed women equal rights with men in all political, economic, and cultural aspects. After the founding of the People's Republic of China, women's employment development became more strongly supported. The government provided more jobs for women. With more employment opportunities, women gradually started breaking away from economic dependence to achieve economic freedom. However, as the number of employable candidates increased, there has been an oversupply of labor in China. Women have faced discrimination in the workplace until present. Those without children are eliminated from work because they have childbearing intentions, and those with children are treated differently since they are distracted from work to raise their children.
With the change of times, people's thinking in China have gradually changed. Women slowly realize that they don't have to obey the family, be housewives, and depend on men. They can become stronger and more independent and rely on themselves. Not only women are developing, but the minds of men are also changing over time. Now, men will also step out to speak up for the girls. news. 2 years back, Chris Wu raped 24 women, including 2 minors, shocking people in China and overseas. After the news was reported, netizens started a quote, "Girls Help Girls" end quote, campaign along with a hashtag. Netizens encouraged the public to use the hashtag more, so it lets more people acknowledge the incident. 19-year-old Du Meizhi was the first to stand out to accuse Wu of his action. Quote, Du accused Wu of getting her drunk to the point that she passed out. When she awoke, she found herself sleeping next to Wu and had sex with him, end quote, reported by Global Times. Later, Du stated that the time she had sex with Wu was only 17 and she was ready to go through legal process. After the big hit of Chris Wu's incident, on June 10, 2022, Tangshan restaurant's brutal attack also went viral through the internet. At a barbecue restaurant, 4 ladies were repeatedly beaten and kicked due to one of the ladies refusing a strange man hookup. Netizens went furious after they knew about the case. Thousands of comments went through posts that relate to the occurrence. Positive nor negative comments both exist. A netizen stated that, quote, "When a man gets drunk, it hurts a woman's body. When a woman gets drunk, it hurts a man's heart," end quote, targeting that man only hurts body, but woman hurts heart. But also, men are stepping up support by saying people should avoid gender issues. Other than the public, celebrities also found the incident heartbreaking. Jackie Chan, Xu Ke, and Zhang Tian'ai all showed support. Tian'ai shouts to the ladies saying, quote, "You can contact Zhang Tian'ai's studio for follow-up medical expenses, psychological counseling, etc. You can contact us anytime," end quote. Chen and Ke posted the view saying how terrifying and unacceptable the situation is.
The current status of Chinese women has changed considerably. Although some people still believe in the quote, 3 obediences and 4 virtues end quote of women, people and societal standards are becoming more open and diverse. We believe that in the near future, women in China will be able to truly face equality in their identity.